All right, y'all. Here you go. Let me show y'all this little this picture. What was this called? This little image. The Invisible Crime. Michael F. Bell. This book is good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna definitely share this with y'all. In the future. But this is a little image of how they target you. If you're being targeted, if you're going through the electronic harassment and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to read this shit, but it's like real fucking small, man. Let me see. You know what I mean? It's real small. I'm even moving the camera up on it. All right. Y'all might be able to see it. I'm not sure, but it says induced. Let me see it. I think it says induced in erroneous actions and memories forced to blank. Excuse me. Meaning that they can make you forget. They can make you forget. You ever notice you be talking to something, and then I know it, you'll be like, damn, what was I about to say? You know what I mean? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that's how that shit work. Individual can experience induced changes to hearing, which may include apparent direction, volume, and content. Basically, they could disorient, like this interrupt your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? The technology that they got, man. Violent itching inside of the eyelids brought on suddenly. If y'all experiencing that, comment below. Extremely controlled forced speech and forced manipulation of airways. Rapid heart. Let me see. Rapid increased heart rate with no apparent cause. Now we gotta be careful too. If you smoking weed or if you drinking liquor and stuff like that, they can definitely that right there. When you smoke weed and drink liquor, that right there will make you more susceptible to the machine. You know what I'm saying? Remember I told you I had that panic attack some years back because I was high and shit. I was smoking weed and drinking some Teller's Port, and they speed up my heart rate. They speed up and cause the panic attack. First time ever having a panic attack. You know what I'm saying? Never had that before. Itching with no signs of rash, and difficult to reach areas, also described as shocks. Gentle rubbing. Is that rubbing? Hold up. It's real small, y'all. These words are. It's even. It looks like it's. It looked like it's kind of big on the video, but it's real fucking small. Like, what is it? Gentle nudging of arm when target attempts to perform intricate tasks. Genitalia area affected with itching, forced orgasms, penetrating pain, feeling of hot needles. Now, for a lot of females, you know what I'm saying. If y'all experiencing this, they like to target you down there. Guys get it too now. You know what I'm saying? Guys get it too. These motherfuckers are sick, man. You know what I'm saying? They target your anal and all types of fucking freaky shit. What else? Gentle, what's that? Yeah, genitalia. I remember, some females was talking about this. You know what I'm saying? What else? Stings described as the feeling of needles being pushed into the flesh. Now I get that all the time when sleeping. What's that? Man, so it says when sleeping, wild. I can't really, man. I'm trying to see if I can see it on here. I need a magnifying glass on this joint. Bear with me, people. Every time when I get closer to the thing, and then it fuzzes up. Where was I at? Stings described as the feeling of needles being pushed into the flesh when sleeping, wild, failing sometimes prior to short periods of rigor mortis. Wow. Y'all experience that rigor mortis? Small electrical shock feelings resulting in itching in in hard to reach area, but no rash on top or bottom of foot. Now I get the shocks. You know what I'm saying? They always hit me, especially in the feet. They hit me, with the shocks all the time. Neural control. Each toe is individually bent backwards to approximately 90 degrees over the time period of several minutes. Oh, that's some other shit right there. If anybody experienced some of this, man, like for real, no playing around. You know what I'm saying? If you really going through this shit, comment below. Electronic harassment weapon effects. Let me see. Let me see if I can see this. Broadcasting thoughts. That's what I always tell y'all, man, over and over and over. Your thoughts is on broadcast. How do they know you going to Walmart? How do they know you going to the store? How do they know you going to the gas station? You know what I'm saying? And every time you see a bot, they're going to sync with you. They're going to synchronize with you. Every time when they synchronize with you, what do they have in their hand? They got a phone. They're looking at the cell phone. They're looking at you. They're looking at the cell phone. They're looking at you because your thoughts are on broadcast. It ain't got nothing to do with no demons and nothing like that. Your thoughts are on broadcast. What else? Vibrant, precise dreams. Waking visions. Is that waking visions? Force. Some synchronized with force body motion. Eyelids appear thin and transparent. Microwave hearing, y'all. Microwave hearing. And of course, I get that. You know what I'm saying? They always they beam in the frequencies. And this is how your thoughts is on broadcast, because they beam the frequencies inside. They download your EEG. The frequencies is going inside your ear canal. Your ear canal is basically like the what they say, your eyes are the windows to the soul. So I guess your ears are like the windows to your brain. You know what I'm saying? So microwave hearing, this is how they can get you with the V2K, make you hear sounds, auditory sounds, and also they can, read your mind, because your thoughts is on broadcast. So basically, you're on some type of web. You know what I'm saying? The satellite is picking up your thoughts and it's emitting your thoughts on the cell phones, and whoever got the app, you know what I mean? If you got the app, that's how you're picking up what somebody is thinking. So that's how you're able to go ahead and synchronize with them, and meet them at Walmart or the gym or whatever. Artificial tinnitus or ringing of the ears occur. If you're suffering from that, then you already know what time it is. The V2K is on the way. What's that? Caking and clenching of teeth and forced movement of the jaw. Now, I get this while I'm asleep. Do y'all grind y'all teeth at night? When y'all grind y'all teeth? Yes, they do this, because sometimes you wake up with a sore jaw. If you ever wake up with a sore jaw, that's what you're doing. You're clenching your teeth. You know what I mean? So you might want to go get yourself a mouthpiece, a mouth guard. I got one too, and barely even use it, but I'm gonna start using that bitch before I go to bed. I always forget. You know what I mean? And then you wake up, mouth sore, and be like, what the hell? And you realize you've been biting down. They got you biting down. They got you clenching while you sleep. What else? Unexplainable vibrations occur in large muscle groups on the back, known as muscle quaking. Unexplainable vibrations, man. I tell you, muscle spasms, all that stupid shit. What's that? New watch batteries frequently become drained of power, rendering them useless. New watch batteries, that's something different. Hands are manipulated. I guess it's with force precision, which is many times synchronized to the force waking visions. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see if I can let me see. It says 1974, Dr. Joseph C. Sharp of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research was the first to successfully transmit unclassified the human voice directly into the skull of a living human being. So this is what they're spending your money on, y'all. Oh man, this is crazy, man. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Nigga up here struggling and shit. Well, motherfuckers out here struggling, man. People out here living in the streets, begging for change, man. You can't go nowhere without a panhandler. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And these people spending all this money on technology to do this shit to you. That is just crazy, man. So let me go on to the next one. It says targets can unknowingly become hypnotized by methods used in the Gulf War, silent sound. Y'all can see that right there. Let me go on to the next one. All right, this is the voice to skull. I'm pretty sure y'all seen this picture before. You know, it's crazy, man. You know how they got this shit. A steady tone in the range of 14 to 18,000 hertz. You know what I mean? They can emit frequencies through the ears and shit like that. Result creates the sensation of tinnitus with hypnosis. Hypnotist speaks in low but still audible frequencies under 3,000 hertz. Magnifying sound wave shows how the human voice regulates the transmitter's timing. Vertical lines represent pulses of microwave signals perceptible by the human brain. These pulses are translated by the brain to the intended hypnotic message against which there is no conscious there is no conscious defense, man. Your brain is just sitting there getting fucked with. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man.